Hello, people. Well, I'm going to create a second YouTube channel soon because I'm going to tell you what this YouTube channel is going to be about. This YouTube channel is going to be about police corruption in this country, Australia. How the police are allowed to get away with everything and how they treat the people of the public and everything else. Well, I'm dealing with a incident right now in a police station as I speak, and it happened like 3 days ago. Nearly got hit by a police car, and the police didn't really cared for my safety. He didn't look back in the rearview mirror. He just kept riding down towards his station, and yeah, I just had enough now, and I think the people of Australia had enough of police corruption, and police in this country have a real bad rap now for the last, well, what happened in the last 2 years in that thing I can't really say on YouTube, when we were in lockdowns and how they were controlling us and everything else, domineering us, intimidating us and everything else. And I did read an article ages ago, this goes back last year, and police are not really liked in Australia no more. About 98% of all people and citizens in this country hate the cops. We hate them. And the popularity of police officers in this country is practically fell so far down, and the police are not really likable here. They're not likable in this country, and the police in this country are pretty much smart asses. They always have attitude upon the people, and yeah, they don't help anybody out. Like, I dealt with a lot of issues with police in the past before. I have seriously fucked up PST from police. I was harassed, intimidated, bullied, humiliated by the police system, and especially I had my life threatened by a police officer at one point when I was in hospital, and I had my house broken into and everything else, and they hadn't done anything about it. And I know they know the people who stole my property, but don't really want to name names on here. And yeah, they know what happened to my stolen property and everything else. They just don't want to do anything about it. And yeah, and the thing is, and this is another one too, I've been accused of things I haven't even done, when I was the one who rang the fire brigade and rang the police on these, I don't really want to say on that too, but yeah, I've been through a lot by police, and I had police brutality done to me. I was thrown to the ground, and they pinned my leg to pinned my foot against the floor and hurt my leg in the process. Now I have kind of like leg injuries now from that event from many years ago. Goes back 13 years ago, I think. 13 or 14 years ago. 14, I don't know. One of them years, I don't know. Yeah, I had enough of the police corruption. I had enough of it. I had enough of it now. I had enough. And I see what people go through, in this country with the police. I see it every day on YouTube, but the police don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about anybody else. All they care about is you giving them money and their tax, and that's it. And you know the thing is, right, when you do look at it, right, we pay for their taxes, we pay for their tax, right? We pay for their uniform, we pay for their cars, we pay for their building, what they work in and everything else, and especially the cars they drive in, and especially the uniform they wear. We pay for all of that. That's practically our property. And we practically own the police, and they should be serving us like kind of like gods in a way, because we are the ones, we pay for their wages, you know? And we pay for them to protect us. And it's disgusting. And how they can just do whatever they want and be above the law because they're police officers, because they have a badge. And it's disgusting. And how they're harassed and intimidated people for the last 2 years. And it's disgusting. Like, shame on the police force of Australia, man. Like, shame on them. I seen the horrors what they do to people, man. Like on videos and YouTube videos. You see the evidence, but they don't even want to look at that because they're in denial. They've got their heads buried in the sand. You know? These police officers. And they always say, like, every time I ring them and say this and that about your police, like when I talk about police corruption to them, like, all police are not corrupt. Like, are you kidding me? Do you have your head buried in the sand? And they always say about, I always bring up the YouTube videos in this case. You know, like, do you ever watch YouTube videos? Oh, all these YouTube videos are fake. Like when people record the event, what you police officers do to them, how you practically intimidate and harass and practically violently barge into people's home without warrants, and people record it and you say it's fake videos or fake media. Like it blows my mind how the police system is so ignorant to look at evidence and proof and facts. And when I invent this second YouTube channel, I want people that put their complaints forward, and maybe I want to make a smear campaign, because I've been affected real badly by the police system. I've been affected real bad by the police system. I have dearly, and I feel what I feel, but I feel what people go through, you know, their pain. I feel the people's pain, and I really feel that in Australia, you know. I really, really feel that in Australia. You know, I feel how people, like men, women, children, were let down by the police system, you know, how they were let down very badly. And I feel that pain, I feel that suffering. I feel their suffering, and I feel it real. I feel real, you know, I feel sad. I feel like I want to cry. Like, police corruption has gone too far in Australia. It has gone too far. Police don't even care about us. Every time we ring them or ask us when we ask them to help us or help us with an issue, they don't usually help at all. And not just that too, they're very selective who they help, especially when you ring a police officer on their phone lines, like the 000 number. If you were like homeless or a poor person or a middle class person of Australia, they normally take their time. When it's a rich person involved, they don't take their time. They do take their time, you know, for us people. Like middle class, homeless, poor people. They treat the downtrodden like garbage. They do. In Australia. They do. They have no respect for us. They have no respect for us. These police officers, and especially the new ones, are coming into the police force today. They're just smart ass and rude. They don't have no compassion for anybody. And I read a review on a police station. They didn't even help a person with mental health issues. And that's pretty fucking disgusting. And yeah, like, they just don't help. And especially when it's an incident happen, like a drunken, raging lunatic who's in the street causing a scene. And when people ring the police, they take their time for that. You know? The police system in this country has fallen so down. You know, it has fallen so far off, you know, I can't even describe how far it fell. You know, the police in this country are basically corrupt. They can do what they want. They can talk to you the way they want. They can treat you the way they want. And this is why it's no hope with the police system no more. It's no hope. This is why people don't ring them that much no more. And being really, really freaking honest with you, people in Australia are pretty much scared and intimidated by police officers. And it's the truth. And I'm one of them. I'm talking for like millions upon millions of people in Australia. And they went through the same shit I've been through. It sucks. And like, yeah, because I'm dealing with a case right now. You already seen the video, but you didn't see the police car, but you did hear the police car in the video. And yeah, a police car did nearly hit me about 3 days ago. And yeah, it really shook me up, and I did make a report about it, and the police don't want to do nothing about it. And they don't want to do nothing about it, and I went to the police station about it, and it was not even on their system. It's like it practically never existed. And I did talk to a supervisor, and they're more or less saying I didn't talk to anybody about it. They're more or less calling me a crackpot, a lunatic. They even didn't question for me. They didn't even request the supervisor to talk to me, and that's like a federal law there. And not just that too, they don't even, you know, give their badge and like number and everything else, their name and their badge number. That's a federal offence too. And especially the supervisor didn't even give me an event number of that case. And that's another federal offence right there. Well, let's see how this goes. And I'll be like probably suing the police station for what they have done to me. And it's pretty sickening what they did to me. And not just that too, how they treat the people of this country. And the police in this country should be ashamed of themselves. They should. See ya. Bye. And God bless.